So I just finished watching For the World is Hollow and I Have Touched the Sky. Is this some sort of lost Philip K. Dick story with a title like that? Or is this just really pretentious? I'm going to go with the second one because that's exactly what this episode was. It was pretentious from start to finish. It was also really dull. It started out great. Like a lot of episodes do. There's something in the beginning that's really cool, and this one just went downhill from there. In this case, it's McCoy finishing his medical exams of the entire crew and informing Kirk that everybody is healthy except for one person who has a terminal illness, and that person will die in less than a year. Okay, cool. Who is it? Is it going to be Kirk? Is it going to be Spock? It's McCoy in this case. They do a fun little reveal with it. He said it's the chief medical officer, and then they cut the credits and okay, cool build-up. Are we gonna go looking for a cure for McCoy or something like that? Nope. We are going to rehash the plot of the Paradise Syndrome. Giant asteroid is heading towards a Class M planet, and it's going to destroy it, so they need to move everybody off of it. Well, instead of going to the planet to move the people off it, they go to this asteroid, only to find out that it's not an asteroid, it's a spaceship, disguised as an asteroid, heading towards a planet that it's going to destroy. Yep. Some brilliant writing on that one. And from here, it just gets really dull. They go there, and they're attacked by these guys in these bizarre checkered board outfits with these really stupid looking hats. And of course, Spock, McCoy, and Kirk, three of them, without their phasers in hand, defeat like 8 or 9, maybe even more guys, all wielding weapons. Really? Like, that's just dumb. I get it, there are heroes, but if these three can take on a group that's like 3 or 4 times their own size, who are wielding weapons without a scratch, I don't buy that. Put our heroes in peril. Let us know that they are fallible. And from that point on, I could have cared less. We know that they're not going to get hurt. We know they can't die. That's just bad storytelling. When we do look at great characters, even the most heroic ones, they have to struggle with something. Let's think about Luke Skywalker, Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, he's our hero. Yeah, he's done all this training. Yeah, he's super badass. And he gets his hand cut off. He loses. Think about how many times Frodo Baggins falls down in Lord of the Rings. I think somebody counted it was like 93 times Frodo falls down in those movies. Harry Potter constantly is getting his ass kicked. We want to see that. We want to see our heroes get defeated and come back from that. It's the underdog. When you throw a bunch of armed dudes at Kirk and crew and they beat them off with no problem, I just don't care about them as characters. They're useless to me at this point. And that's how I felt for this entire episode. McCoy's dying. Okay. And he can still fight off all these guys? Whatever. Yeah, okay, McCoy does kind of get a little fatigued at the end. Oh, big deal. I would much rather see, Spock get impaled, and they have to, do something about that. But nope. McCoy's sleepy, like a friggin' Pokemon or something. Anyway, McCoy's dying, but it's okay, because now he's fallen in love with this woman. We have another one of these just stupid, we fall in love at first sight with some alien chick, and it's going to be great. Kirk has done this plenty of times before. Chekhov has even done it. Well, this time it's McCoy's turn. And again, it's just bad storytelling. I love a good love story. Who doesn't? But when it's so forced like this, hey, I just met you. We're 2 different races. Your alien race is kind of backwards and stupid. I'm the science doctor, and really? And you fall in love? Oh, gosh. If you can't tell, I'm pretty frustrated with this episode because it had some potential. It really did. The concept of McCoy dying was cool. This idea that this asteroid is a spaceship and everybody who lives on this doesn't realize that it's a spaceship. And we have one of these, kind of socially retarded cultures And I use retarded not in the derogatory term, but in its real meaning it's slow, that they are being held back. And there's this computer. Again, we have one of these all-knowing, all-seeing, powerful computers. Yeah, give me a break. I guess it's really bad when the special effects are more interesting than the episode's plot. Let me say that again. The special effects in this Star Trek episode were more interesting than its plot. Yep. They actually did some cool little effects when the characters would get frozen by the computer. Yeah, it looks super dated and it's kind of cheesy, but it worked. I liked it. I thought it was kind of cool. It was simple stuff, and they do a scene later on where the room's heating up and they, make the camera kind of wavy and bring up red light. Super simple, but it was effective, and I liked those. I found myself saying, wow, these effects are actually pretty decent. They made me believe what was happening. But other than that, yeah, it was slow. They have to figure out what's going on with this computer, and McCoy's dying, but he's in love, and blah, and do we save these people, and do we deal with the Prime Directive again? Again, lots of potential in this episode, but it went nowhere. Not even halfway through, Kirk and Spock solve the problem. Or at least they figure out how to solve it. And then they spend the rest of the episode fixing that problem. I just don't care about that. So, this episode, it's not awful. This is not embarrassingly bad like Paradise Syndrome was. In all honesty, I thought it was a little bit better. Even though we still had the same premise of asteroid destroying planet. The people were interesting. We didn't have super racist Native American storylines going. And this wasn't Spock's brain bad. But this wasn't great either. This is another idjit. It's just there. So, unless you're a diehard Trek fan, skip this one. It's not worth it. That's all I've got to say on this, guys. I am going to go and watch the next episode and get another review out tonight. And I also want to apologize for not having reviews out the last couple of weeks. I have been super busy with stuff, gearing up to move to a new house. I'm going to kind of be the steward of the property there. My band had a Battle of the Bands this past weekend. Just lots and lots of stuff going on. I have fallen so far behind, reevaluating what I'm going to do with this. Anyway, thank you all for sticking with me on this. So, like the video, comment on it, subscribe, pass it around. I've been getting some great feedback from folks. I know people want to keep seeing me talk about these episodes. So, I will see you guys later.